Hello, Ernest.
Hi, Muriel.
Nice to see you
And you.
and nice to be with you to talk together a few minutes about this retreat that will be, I don't know the words, in August in France with the work of Byron Katie.
Yes.
I have a few questions for you.
hmm
So, what inspired you to create this retreat, Ernest?
Well, this is a type of retreat I've been doing several times, and what I like is that they're quite small, and so it's really like an intimate, cozy experience. I've been to so many retreats, and I've been running retreats that are way bigger, and that's nice. It has its own kind of vibe. You meet a lot of people, but what I like about a group of 10, 12, 14 people is that we really get to live it. We get to be with each other in this setting when we're in the group. Everybody is present, and anything that plays out is known to everyone. So there's a lot more opportunity to work things out together. We'll be cooking together. We are basically living together. So there'll be triggers going on, and there'll be resolutions happening, and there'll be conversations and insights, and it just becomes this very very intimate experience. And that's what I love about it. It's really living the work, and yeah, these other modalities 24 hours a day.
Hmm. And how does it support participants' personal transformation?
Well, well, one thing is what I just said, that
Mhm.
since we are in this setting, we are never out of the work. We are never out of inquiry. So any moment something comes up, we can enter it and work on it in that moment. It's not like now we're doing the work for an hour and then we're doing nothing. We are living and breathing it. So this full immersion for 6 days really allows us to sink in and become inquiry. And everything that shows up, we can observe and play with, and yeah. So that's, I think that's the greatest support. And you can just be in your. I think we wrote that right in your inner and outer nature, which is really such a beautiful process of deepening, allowing you to get access to these things that you can't really necessarily get hold of in everyday life. So
Mhm.
hence retreat, right? Yeah.
Mm. So, what are you most excited to guide participants through?
Well, what am I most excited about? There are so many good exercises that I really love. Um, I think the real time interactions are what I find most interesting, or most inspiring, or most alive, I guess, basically. Because what happens is we'll be we'll be doing the work in the classic way of filling in worksheets and working and facilitating each other. But there'll also be quite a few situations where something will come up in between the participants, and we'll work on that in real time. So we'll facilitate conversations or inquiries, live with the person on the spot, and those situations are just so real. You're present, you're a human being, you're experiencing things as they come up. You get to look at it in real time. Those are the situations also that I, as a facilitator, find definitely the most exciting. Yeah, yeah. So that's, I look forward to many of the things and exercises and stuff, but it's the live experience of emotions and letting it play out and having the insights happen in real time that I really love.
Thank you.
Mm.
And I have one more.
Yep.
Can you share one moment from past retreats that truly stood out for you?
Oh my God.
Or two?
Yeah. Oh, so many things happen at the same time because I'm also like, I don't want to violate any confidentiality or anything. Um, I mean, there are moments, there are distinct moments of transformation in some of the exercises. Somebody, um, uh, some of the shame work where people really release something. Uh, I remember a woman who hadn't let anyone see her without makeup in years and years and years and years. And she removed the makeup to let us see her. And it was such a huge shift for her to let herself be seen naked, so to speak, or without her facade. That was very powerful. But I think mainly like I have the privilege of often reconnecting with people several times. Some people are my clients, so I get to see them quite often. Others come to retreats, and it may be a year in between or something. And and seeing like the gradual transformation of people over the years, I think is actually what I find most um, like what opens my heart so deeply. Having someone that I meet the first time and they are all tied up and they're worried and they're in a difficult relationship, for example, or they have someone in their lives that they have a hard time with. And then just watching them gradually melt and become soft and open. And then, a few years later, we're together and they're playful and they're, leading the jokes or they didn't say anything in the beginning and now they're just taking up space. It's those things that really touches me. So there are those moments, and that was one of them. But the real strong stuff, I think, is the sort of the gradual organic transformation of opening up minds and hearts and just seeing people become soft and alive and sensitive and loving.
Yeah, I have something coming in mind. Is there anything that is required, like to participate? Or, yeah.
Well, not, I mean, this is self-inquiry, right? And it's based on the work. We're using some other modalities. I bring in some stuff based on compassionate inquiry. I work a lot with people who don't know the work already in my daily life. So my approach isn't just asking the questions. I sort of support more and hold more space, especially with trauma and stuff. So we're doing some more things, but I would say the only requirement really is that you know how to do the work. It can be on a very basic level, but you know how to do the work and you feel confident enough that you can hold someone else through the four questions and turnarounds. Because then you can partner up and work during the retreat. Other than that, anything is welcome. If you have some mental health issues or something like that, of course we need to talk a little first to make sure that it's the right fit. But yeah, and then it's in English, so that's
Mhm.
another requirement that you understand. If you understand what I'm saying now, you understand what's going on. So that's but that's it really. And then yeah, and then you'll probably be surprised at times, triggered at times, in love at times, full of joy at times. All so just open to the full spectrum of emotion. Yeah.
Mhm. Thank you.
Hmm.
Anything you would like to add?
Well, only I would like to just ask you a little because maybe people want to hear a little about the venue as well. Like what?
Yes. So it's an amazing house. It's in very strong stone. So it's very, you won't be hot inside the house, even if it's very hot outside. The house is very big. And we have different places for us, for the group. Like the kitchen is quite big and the place to eat. And there are two living rooms. And of course, there is the place for the workshop, but there are also places outside, the garden, the place to do the morning walk. And the view outside is amazing. It's in the nature. There is no village, there is this house and there is a swimming pool, a natural swimming pool, quite small. So, well, but it is.
Mhm.
And yeah, in a summer day, it will be lovely to jump and to to have fun and just to rest. Yeah.
Sweet, beautiful. Yeah. What else is there to say? It's relatively easy to get there. We'll pick people up, or
Yeah.
I say we, I mean you. We'll be picking people up at train stations, and oh yeah, and people can arrive the day before, right? And they can stay an extra day. I think that's also,
So they can arrive the Saturday for sure,
yeah,
and they will have to leave the Saturday.
yeah,
Yeah, so they can stay. Yes, the answer is
yeah.
yes. The
Okay,
answer
yeah,
is
yeah.
yes.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, perfect.